Hey, good morning. This is Ogle's Fish Room. This is the left half of my 20. Well, let me back up. This is a 20 long. Okay, I'm going to try to make a short video this morning, but there was just something on my mind I wanted to say. This is the right side. I do find it very attractive. But the left side today is what I just got through working on. And I wanted to speak to that just a little bit. Basically, I installed, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let me see if I can pick this up. Okay, I have two long lights in here, and I have a little 7.5 inch over here, and I just received another 7.5 inch right there that I put on these corners because I felt that it was just too dark in here. Even though those lights are long, the fact that there's a divider in the middle does seem to cut down on the spread of the light pattern. It isn't able to really spread out. It's kind of divided, and therefore the corners, for some reason, the middle was fine, but the corners were terribly dark. I mean, you could hardly see this rock before. So anyway, long story short is what I'm really trying to talk about, and actually I don't even see the guy right at the moment. Where is he? He was here a minute ago, and that was kind of the point of my story. Oh, there he is in the corner. Okay, Mr. Creamsicle. He's the one I got from PetSmart for $10. He's orange and white, which I just find attractive. He was really swimming around looking great a minute ago, which is, he's kind of contradicting the point of my story, which is that one of the reasons I love Bettas is because I think, and I feel that they deserve a tank like this. They deserve something that's really natural, gives them all kind of places to hide. There's another cave I just created this morning because I pushed this cluster of rocks back into the corner because the outside filter, I'm not sure you can see this in the back there, was over in the corner, so I had to move this forward to accommodate that. But when I installed this light this morning, there he is. He's very pretty. When I installed this light this morning, I noticed that because the sponge filter, which is here, and you can see the agitation there, was over to the left on this corner and was just spritzing the new light, and I knew very quick that that's not going to take long to fuzz that up and get like a film on it, because I do have to clean these a little bit anyway, but not 5 minutes after I've installed it. So anyway, so what I wanted to do is move that pump over here because there is a lot of structure in the back, and the and this sponge filter I wanted to move over here to the right. It also, let me show you the other side. I use these because I tried to explain that I really cut these as tight as possible, and you can see how straight it is. But they need to really fit tightly, and if you get them tight enough, they don't really need any clips. However, I do put my filters next to them in the back there, which does support them, because these sponge filters have suction cups on them. This is an older, cheap version, which seems to be working beautifully right now, but I do have backups, and I've kind of explained how to buy those before on eBay. Strangely enough, the black ones seem better. I don't know why. You can see that the PVC part is all black, and on this one it's white. These were ridiculously cheap. However, there is one person on the internet, eBay, that sells these that you're staring at right here for well, what is it, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bucks, because they're basically $10.99, but then he charges $5 or $6 for shipping, which is still fine, because you're getting 4, so it breaks down to $4 a piece, which is fantastic. So anyway, but these are the singles. Now there are doubles, which means, see that sponge? Okay, there are plenty. I mean, just tons and tons on eBay where it's got the double sponge. But I don't know who would have the room for that. I certainly don't. This takes up enough room right there. And this is kind of hidden by the plants over here in the wood, but there it is. Anyway, I prefer the singles, and I see no reason to have any more. Most of my tanks, especially with the sponge filters in them, are 10 or 15 gallons, so that seems to be sufficient. I also explained in a video just a couple of days ago about the Whisper, well, excuse me, please forgive me here, forgive me. I just wanted to go ahead and show you one of the boxes. Okay, there. The Whisper, Tetra Whisper Air Pump 10. Now, it's only good for like a 10-gallon aquarium, but I've tried to show you it produces enough air for that, for my sponge filters. But anyway, these are on sale on Amazon right now for $3.47, but you're limited to 4. Now, as you can see, I have bought, well, maybe you can't see. Anyway, I have quite a few, so I have backups forever. Because I have learned the hard way over the years that if you have a problem, if one of your pumps goes out and you go try to buy one that day, for some strange reason, because I've gone through this, ends up being 25 bucks or something stupid. That's just ridiculous. Because it's an emergency and there's only one store that's open or whatever the situation is. But the point is, I like backups, especially in a sale. Now, that Amazon sale, I have no idea when it's over. If you go on there and anything's more than $3.47 for that pump, then that's not the sale I'm talking about. It is $3.47. I had both my daughters go through their account because I wasn't allowed to buy more than 4. And they bought me some, and another friend bought me some, so I am set forever. They're probably going to outlive me. But anyway, I just think it's you can't buy much for $3.47 these days. So, especially if you call it aquarium-wise. Okay, so back to my point here, which he's not accommodating my story. But he was just out and about the whole time. I'm moving everything around. I had to move this piece of wood because I moved this after I got the pumps moved. And I don't know if you can see this or if you're interested. But where is that? Okay. I had to mount a little piece of wood. I had it over to the left so I couldn't get this over here. It was mounted back here. So I had to unscrew this little piece of wood. I don't know if you can see the screws. I just got a little piece of wood there screwed into a piece of trim. And that's what the pump sits on. Okay. So, I had to do a little maneuvering. But once I got that under control and moved my pumps, then I moved the rock cluster back and the piece of wood, etc., etc. And the thing that just fascinated me is that instead of being scared, which he certainly acts like he is now, because he seems to have gotten camera shy, he was just fine and dandy. And I noticed that every time I move things around in these tanks, everybody else is freaking out if I've got something else in there. But the Bettas are like, they've just seemed to have adapted to understand that I am not here to hurt them. And I am trying, because, okay, he's coming out a little bit now, but I mean, after I finished doing this morning, he's out and about exploring how far back the rock is. Can he still squeeze around things? You know, I made him a new tunnel there. You know, he was just out and about enjoying the tank. And, well, he's trying to act normal now. But I just think they're very inquisitive. You need to I'm sorry, I see so many people that put these in a bowl with nothing, and then they wonder why they don't live long. Well, hell, they're not happy, for God's sake. So look at these little guys. These are pygmy Coreodoros. They are just too cute. I've got 6 in there. Just bought some more the other day. I've had some forever. It's like they just won't die, and they're so tiny you would just think otherwise. But anyway, well, I missed the little group. There they are. And these pygmies, they don't get any bigger than this. This is tiny, tiny, tiny. I mean, they don't even get an inch long. But aren't they cute? They're adorable. Anyway, okay, that's pretty much it. And I apologize again for talking so long, but I want everybody to try to appreciate Bettas more than I think they do. They are just inquisitive. They are just, each has its own personality. I think they're just fantastic. I had a friend kind of criticize me the other day. He said, well, that's just stupid to only have one fish in a whole fish tank. I'm like, okay. It's not about the number of fish that you have. It's what the tank looks like. It's how the fish feels. Is he happy? If he's happy, I'm happy. It's the same thing with my cat. You know, some people don't like cats, and some people don't like dogs. But to me, a pet is part of the family. You treat him like part of the family. It's not about what he's doing for you. It's about what you can do for him. If you're making him happy, I don't care what kind of pet it is, that's your goal as a pet owner, in my opinion. So anyway, I'll shut up now. You all have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves. This is Ogle's Fish Room signing out. Bye-bye.